Good morning from AT day 53. It is a cloudy, overcast morning. No rain, and it's not too humid, but definitely in places it's still pretty dark in the forest. So got to bed not as early as we wanted due to a bird incident. So I reported yesterday there was a bird in the shelter up by the window, and it kept flapping and flapping and flapping. So finally we're like, we're gonna get the bird out, rescue the bird, if you will. So I got the broom, I climbed up in the loft, I'm ushering the bird. I got the bird down out of the window onto the top bunk on top of Orchid. Then it's just sitting there, so then I managed to usher the bird off that bunk, but it flew to the top bunk that was over me. So at that point, Pilgrim's like, I can get a shirt over it, and we can, grab the bird and put it outside. So of course, when he tried to get up on my bunk, he stepped on my ground sheet, which is slippery. Basically ended up hanging off the top bunk, almost fell. Finally recovered, and we get it. Here birdie, goes to toss the shirt over the bird, and finally the bird dodges the shirt and flies out through the open eaves. But it was probably 10 or 15 minutes of hilarity, and of course it's hard to go to bed after that. But it was quiet, no mice, no birds, so that's what we like. We left camp, made it maybe a quarter mile, and we saw moose tracks in the mud. Apparently there are moose in Massachusetts. And then we waited another 2 miles or so to the Cookie Lady 2.0's house, where they have cookies and you can stay in a bus. And we saw Big Hungry, Relish, and Play-by-Play were in the bus, so we ended up chatting with them for a while. They caught us a little bit, or passed us yesterday. It wasn't totally clear if, when they passed us, but they had spent the night before at Goshen Pond, got the pancakes, and then ended up in the bus. So that was cool to catch up with them. Unfortunately, it looks like they're gonna drop behind us for some family reasons, and so we'll be ahead of them again. But and after that, and then from talking to them, one of the people that stayed in the shelter, they also have apparently a airplane hangar / warehouse that you can stay in, and one of the people there rounded a corner and came face to face with a moose in that same general spot where we saw the tracks yesterday. So now we're on snake, bear, and moose alerts. So anyway, had some cookies, some nice homemade chocolate chip cookies, and now we're heading to the town of Dalton, which is right next to Pittsfield, where my son, one of my sons, did a summer internship, and he really loved Pittsfield, shall we say. But we're hoping for a first or second lunch in Dalton. We'll see what time we get there. And otherwise, maybe the sun's supposed to come out this morning. Maybe it'll really kind of start to dry things out a little bit more. But we'll see. Kind of a flattish morning, although it's got this little bit of undulating stuff. So I think that's all the news from Lake Wobegone, or the AT as they say, for this morning. So we'll cut it off there, and I will catch you later today with any updates. Oh, and I spaced. I hit 700 miles today a while back. Should have probably mentioned that in the previous video, huh? But anyway, so 700 miles, and not that much more to do in Massachusetts. Coming down, we do Greylock. We climbed that on Thursday, and somewhere on the descent from Greylock or Like when we get to the valley after that is the New Hampshire or the Vermont border. Sorry. So, but yay for me, 700 miles. So the sun still hasn't come out. I feel like we're walking all day, kind of at dusk. And it's just been this kind of wild forest all day. So it's been very cool. And one of the few alive birch trees. And you come out in a little clearing and it gets slightly brighter.